Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm back. Reezy at it again. Just a local degenerate hanging out in his garage. What's up? So, last few days of my life have been a little exciting. Had to go work, make some cash, but we're getting right back at it here. So, we've been talking about some no-no topics lately. We've been talking about climate change and the Alphabet Mafia agenda and, the government and all the nonsense, all the good stuff. But that is not what all this is about. I hang out on stream every night. I watch some videos on the internet. I get fired up. I get a little excited. I sprinkle some gas in the fire, and I put on a show for y'all. And that's what we like to do in the evenings. We like to have some fun. We like to watch fucking videos on the internet. We like to watch shit that we think is interesting. I'm not telling anybody to believe in any sort of conspiracies or telling anybody how to live their life. I've got an interesting view on the world. I think you do create the reality around you, and depending on what you believe, I have a very interesting view on the fucking world. I think everything that you believe creates your fucking reality. So we're not sitting here. I'm not telling you what to believe. I'm not telling you what to think. I'm not doing any of those things. We sit here, we hang out on a stream at night, we watch videos that we think are interesting, and we talk about them. I get fired up because that's who I am. We need to have a little bit of excitement in our life. We need to have that dumbass in the garage to laugh and make light of all the situations. We need that kind of shit. We also don't really give a fuck what people think about me. So there's this cool part of your brain. It's called the reticular activation system, your RAS. Every second, you're taking in like 2 billion bits of information, and you can only consciously register 2,000 bits of those information. So your reticular activation system, the RAS, is responsible to pick those 2,000 bits of information out of the 2 billion bits of information for you to understand what's going on around you. So if you notice, when you get a new car, all of a sudden you see that car everywhere. You get a new pair of shoes, and all of a sudden everybody has those shoes. You learn some new information about the world around you, and all of a sudden everywhere you start seeing fucking crazy things. What that tells me is that we live in some sort of weird simulation or weird reality where you're constantly creating the reality around you. Constant. Because whatever you choose to think about or focus on, your reticular activation system decides to, pick that shit out of the world around you. So that being said, I just want you guys to know that we're not on here to yell about stupid things on the internet. We're not here to make fucking conspiracy theory fucking hardcore Nazi people. We're not here to convert anybody to any form of thinking. All we're doing is having a positive outlook on life. We've got a place for people to hang out at night and watch cool videos and laugh at me getting worked up. The point of all of this is to document how much my life changes and hopefully inspire some of you guys to change your life. That's the whole reason that I started all of this. I don't want to just continue to ignore everything around me and let everybody fucking fall victim to the world around them. I don't want to keep falling victim to the world around me. I want to help people start changing their life. I want to give them a place to go and watch how this guy in his garage decided to start changing his life, decided to start just focusing on the things that he likes focusing on, decides to spend his time relaxing, watching things on the internet and sharing them with the people around them. I want, in the next year of my life, to be able to pick parts of all of these different series and be able to show people that by focusing my intentions, by focusing every day on a clear goal, taking action towards that clear goal, on how much your life can change in a year. How much choosing the reality that you want to have can actually have an impact on the world around you. I want people to do better. I want people to be better. That is what this is all about, man. Everybody is so lost in the world, who has a hobby anymore? Everybody just sits around and wastes their time, scrolls on their phone, watches Netflix. Is that the existence that you want to have? That is not the existence that I want to have. That's brought me to the point where we're going to do a fucking 90-day challenge. So for the next 90 days of my life, I'm going to eat clean. I'm going to try the carnivore diet. I'm going to go to the gym every day. I'm going to work on my passion projects every day. I'm going to focus on making money every day. There's no having sex, minimal sex. There's no drinking with the boys. There's no going out partying. There's no going out for dinner. Just strict every day, all the time that we have to focus on what I want to do. And let's see how much focusing for 90 days can change our life in 90 days. There's no fucking excuses. I don't care if I feel lazy one day and I just want to relax and hang out. That is not a good enough excuse. I can't just choose that I want to be lazy today and not work towards what I want in the world. So I'd like you guys to try it with me. 90 days. Go take a pen and paper and write down what you think you'd like to see from your life in 90 days. Where would you like to be in 90 days? And then on another piece of paper, write down the things that you do every day. Your typical habitual daily actions of what you choose to do every day. And out of those list of actions, put a check mark or an X beside each one of them, whether or not it's helping you get towards where you want to be. And I suggest that every one of those actions that you put an X beside, you eliminate for 90 days. Get yourself a clear, concise goal. And for 90 days, focus on that goal. So that's what we're about to do. Today is day 1 of the 90-day challenge with Reegsy. And we're going to change our life in 90 days. We're going to work out hard every day. We're going to edit, stream, have some fun, make some money. But we're not going to be distracted. We're not going to scroll on TikTok. We're not going to watch Netflix. We're not going to smoke weed. We're not going to jerk off. I guess that's the end of that little rant and ramble there. One of the other things that I guess we want to talk about every day, I've got this list here. So a segment of this show, the Reegsy Show, This Is My Life. For the next 26 days, each day we're going to talk about a lesson, something that I learned in the 26 years of my life. Today is the second day or the second item on that list, but we're going to repeat the first one just because. So the first lesson that I feel like that I've learned that's super benefited me in life is coming to the realization that I know nothing. Every day that I learn more things, the more it makes me realize that I know fucking nothing. Every time I think that I know something, I learn something that proves that thing wrong. If you want to change a part of your life, you need to let go of being right about things. Because when you think that you're right about something, it creates like a barrier between you and the truth. It also makes it hard for you to communicate with people. Because anytime that you're communicating with somebody about anything that you disagree with them, you almost divert to a defense mechanism. You almost want to just prove that you're right for your own ego's sake. To make yourself feel good, you want your opinion to be right, and you want to make the other person think the way that you think. That's just naturally what happens when you live an opinion-based life. And you know what that does to the relationships around you? You know what that does to the new people that you're trying to introduce in your life? It pushes them away. Because instead of having a conversation or listening to that person, what you're doing is you're trying to push your opinion down their throat. Mind you, sometimes you might change somebody's mind. But in 6 months, when you change your mind, think about how it affected the people around you. I can't be arguing with my grandma or a girlfriend or something about how their view on spirituality or religion is wrong. I will never get them to see the world the way that I do. I'll never get them to look at reality as a fucking big video game and like, yeah, we're all trying to seek connection with source to some degree. We're all talking about the same fucking thing. Everybody is trying to connect with whatever God, the universe, science, whatever you want to call it. Everybody's trying to connect with that one thing, but everybody wants to argue about what that thing is. We can all agree that there's evil and good. Almost every religion can agree that Satan is the negative force in the world around us, but nobody can agree exactly on who God is or how we think about God. So if you bring your opinions into that conversation, it makes people very reluctant to share what they think. You should be building relationships with people. You should be that guy that listens. Every conversation that you have, if you talk more than the other person, you lost. I'm not saying I'm the best at this. People who know me know I like to fucking share my opinion, and that's how I've learned this. But if you keep your mouth shut, if you get more information from them than what they got from you, 1, that person's going to know, like, trust, and want to be around you more. And 2, you're getting the information. You're learning new things. Instead of just sharing and talking and blah, 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 you're getting different information. You're getting a different perspective of reality. So every time that you're in a conversation with somebody, try to listen more than you talk. And then when you start doing this, when you enter a conversation as in you know nothing and you're just there to listen, you're there to be the person to give them an outlet. When you start being that person, all of a sudden people will start gravitating and wanting your opinion. Because you don't just shove it down people's throats. People are always going to want you to engage with their conversation because you're not the guy trying to steal the energy. Next time you're at a dinner party, try this. Sit there and just listen to everybody. Don't give anybody your energy. Just listen to what everybody has to say. I guarantee you, within a couple hours or even 30 minutes, all of a sudden people are going to start giving you, whoa, what's this guy up to? What do you think? All of a sudden people start asking you to share your opinions because you're not the person pushing it down their throat. The second lesson that I've learned in my 26 years, as a man, brotherhood is one of the most valuable relationships you can create in our lifetime. Okay, I've had a lot of friends come and go in my life, as I'm sure everybody has. But the only people that have ever stayed around are people I've created brotherhood. I've got a couple really good friends that'll be friends for life because we have a brotherhood. My little brother and I will live together for the rest of our lives. We aspire to be like Andrew and Tristan. We aspire to be that close. And we are pretty fucking close to that. And that relationship will never die. We will never lose that. As a man, you need to find brotherhood. You need to find other like-minded men, and you need to surround yourself with them, and you guys need to go out there and kill it together. You need to figure something out, you need to work together, and you need to stop just fucking drinking beers in the garage. That's not what's going to get you anywhere in your life. I'm not going to keep sitting here preach and push things down people's throats to make them think the way that I think. I'm not going to do that. I'm not at that point of my life yet. Maybe in a year from now, when my whole life has changed around, when I get to where I am and I have all of this documentation showing that successfully conquered this level, this level, this level, this level, then maybe I can show you guys how to grow. But right now, this is literally just a place to hang out. We shoot the shit. We have fun. And we watch a few videos, we react, I get worked up, you laugh, and I get a smile on my face.